There are 3 core things that I changed in my business that led to 3 soul-led clients and situations and events and money coming in. And I'm going to share with you in this video why, because this is so important. The tweaks that I made to my business energetics, it's all energy, but it's also systems and processes in place and frameworks that I'm still building out. But even in the building phase, the universe presented to me the shifts, because reality starts to reorganize almost instantly when you decide. Okay, and when you decide nothing, especially when you decide with that 100% conviction and confidence, this is what you are going after, the universe has no choice but to fucking align with you, because you're working with energy. Energy is so powerful that the 3D's got nothing on you. Most people are sitting and trying to fix the 3D shit, and instead of that, 3D is really slow. It's slow. We exist based on time, right? When we jump to the 5D, we collapse timelines, which means what would take you 5 to 10 years in the 3D reality working on a 3D issue like money, when you start to work in the 5th dimension with energy, with frequency, with mind, power, imagination, things start to speed up. What would take you 5 to 10 years, you start to do in literally like a month, 2 weeks, 2 days. Okay. So what I changed in my business that suddenly started to show up for me like that was my chakra balancing. Okay. And this is the reason I do my diagnosis sessions. This is the exact stuff that I do with my clients, and I'm going to be sharing it in this video so you can self-diagnose. Those of you who do want to do it with me, the link is in the description box below. And before I dive into this, I also have my full roadmap for all the chakras according to what is missing or what is blocked in your business. So you can go and self-assess your business as well. That is dropped in the Intuitive Creator Roadmap waitlist. So go join that if you want that free as well. You'll get it straight away. So the first thing that I changed, like I said, was the chakra balancing. Now, I've been doing chakra balancing for a very long time, not in alignment with my business, but just in normal health, right? And then I left it behind. And then I got so fixated on the 3D when I started making more money. Pardon me. I completely stopped doing the chakra work. I stopped doing the healing work. I stopped doing the breath work. I stopped looking after my body. I gained a lot of weight. I was in this like my soulmate relationship, and we just got really unhealthy together for a year and a bit. As most couples do sometimes, you know. We do the thing, we get comfortable, and it doesn't help that he's Cancer and my Venus is Cancer. We just a big Cancer gooey mess together, because we're just like, Cancers are homebodies, right? We just love to be in home. We love to eat good food, blah, blah, blah. We have Taurus placements here and there. Obviously, I'm Aquarius moon, but yeah, with my partners, the Cancer side comes out. Anyway, I'm now back on to my discipline, right? I've got this little Fitbit now. I do my 10K steps, you guys. I've lost 10 kilos. I am going to lose 20 to 30 more to get myself back into my shape. Anyway, back to the point. I left it all behind. And guess what also started to crumble in the process of me leaving my energy center focus and balancing behind? My business. Why? Because my business, and if you're watching this and your business is an extension of you and your energy. So basically, I'm saying you cannot afford to lose your energy center focus and alignment behind. Okay, this is something that you want to be disciplining in every single day. As important as it is for me to walk, it's equally as important for me to do my chakra balancing. As important as it is for me to breathe oxygen, it's that important for me to be cleansing my chakras, okay? And assessing every single day, am I in alignment with my soul? Because your soul, again, is energy, okay? Your soul is energetic frequency, which is why when the body dies, the soul leaves the body is left behind, because the body is 3D, material, physical, right? So the energy centers within the body are in connection to the soul, because that's all energetic frequency, okay? But the soul also, we collect data, we collect information while we are here in this physical body. And so what we are doing is, like sponges, when we do chakra balancing, we're cleansing out the garbage and we're inviting in our soul truth. So when in business, we forget that part of us and we start to operate from our logical mind, from our ego, from our wounding, from our survival, and we stop balancing our chakras, our intuition gets dimmed, we start to clog up all of societal things and thoughts and beliefs that are not even true, and we apply that to the business, and we think, oh, I just need another strategy. Oh, maybe I'll just apply this hook. Oh, maybe I'll just this. And it's like, there is a place for hooks, and I treat my business like a playground, because I love learning. I love learning new skills. You need a certain level of skill To build your business, yes, you need to learn how to video record. You need to know how to talk. You need to know how to sell. All of these are skills that, yes, you do need to collect, but you get to do it your unique, authentic way once you've mastered the basics, right? But when our chakras are imbalanced, we operate from a very lack mindset, from a very scarcity and survival based mindset, where we tend to just focus on the 3D and we forget our soul truth in the 5th dimension, which means we're forgetting that we are energetic beings and we can shift our energetic frequency anytime that we decide and in any moment. And the moment we do that, our reality, our business, our results, all of that shifts with that. Okay, so the number one thing that I did was started to balance my chakras and diagnose my chakras. So it's not just balancing. I've created the entire roadmap that's dropped in the link below, and a deeper one, which is my diagnosis tool, which is inside of Intuitive Creator, and it's what I use in my diagnosis sessions, to actually go into each chakra center and align it to which part of the business this energy is seeping, leaking, draining, whatever the thing, and why the results aren't showing up. So if a client says to me, oh, I'm not making enough sales in my business, I know it's a root problem. Okay. And the moment that they start to do the root, automatically then we can move up the chakra system and we can figure out, oh, is there also a throat blockage? Are they not selling enough? Once we tend to heal the root, it becomes a lot easier to then heal the other parts as well, because you've got a solid foundation. So we diagnose the chakras to assess what is wrong with the business, because the business is 3D, right? You're creating something in the material to bring in money, but you're creating from your energy centers, which is the 5th dimension. So when you work from the 5D through the 3D, everything becomes a lot quicker, everything becomes a lot easier, and you don't experience burnout, you don't experience overwhelm, you don't experience stress. When you are trying to work from the 3D and bring like good energy, positive energy, but through working on strategy and hustle and the grind and like forcing, you're going to experience burnout. You might get money, you might get results. Yes, that is very possible, but it will come at an expense and at a cost of your health. That is not what we want. So that was number one. Second, once you have the awareness of, oh, I'm missing out, or this chakra is imbalanced, you then go and take intuitive action to fix that. You have to heal that energy center by taking action, okay? This is not about just doing like the meditation for the chakras and then leaving it and being like the universe will do its magic. No, because when we are working on, especially when it comes to sales and money in our business, the root chakra is our survival. It's what grounds us into the earth. It's a very earth energy. The 3 lower chakras are the ones that are connected to the material plane, the 3D reality. And the heart going above are the top chakras that connect us to the divine, okay? And our heart center is what connects us to everybody, okay? Humanity. So when we are working with the lower 3, it's everything in our 3D reality related. So anything to do with money, visibility, marketing, sales, that will all come into the majority of the lower 3 chakras. Obviously, they're all connected, so we will do some work on throat chakra if fear of visibility is a thing. But usually, once we heal the lower 3, this becomes easier anyway. So if you have money problems, if you have client problems, all of that stuff, you work on the lower 3 chakras through meditation, but then also the awareness. So once you know, oh, I don't have solid systems and structures in place, which is why everything keeps crumbling, my foundations are rocky, now you need to go and build the fucking solid structures then. And if you don't know how to do this, this is what I'm creating Intuitive Creator for. It's insane. If you are not in the waitlist, you need to get in there right now, because that is going to change your life. This is where we are building out step by step by your chakras, with your mind, with your energy, with all the skills that you need as well, all plugged into one zone. You have no choice but to make the universe bring you exactly what you want when you do this work, when you're in alignment with your soul, okay? So you figure out which chakras are out of balance, you go and take action. You surrender to the universe. Again, whenever you feel like, oh, business, something wrong, okay, align your chakras, go take intuitive action, relax, surrender the outcome. That is literally the process on the regular. That is literally how I run my business. Okay, and this is a constant evolution. And the third is that I've already mentioned it already. I jumped ahead, but the third was surrender to the universe with the outcome and switch your focus. And this is all rooted in the crown chakra. So usually it's always the root chakra and the crown chakra. And when you can fix those two, everything else becomes a lot easier, because then you have a solid foundation in the material realms and you have a solid connection to the divine. And when those two are the rest of the chakras then start to be like, okay, right, let's support, right? And you can constantly do more work on each zone in relation to what you're working on in your business. And this is literally the stuff that I do in my diagnosis, and we go a lot deeper. So if you want the roadmap, grab it below. If you want all of the other things and you want to work with me, again, all below. If you're new here, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video. Mwah.